Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm finally making a video that you guys have been requesting for so long, and that is my hair routine and hair tips to have long, healthy hair. Stick around to the end, by the way, because I have a little secret of something that might surprise you that makes the biggest difference in my hair. My first tip is to use as little heat as possible on your hair. I actually never use any tools on my hair. I don't have a hair dryer, I don't have a straightener, a curler, nothing. And that, I think, is one of the biggest things to ensure that my hair stays super healthy, because putting that much heat on your hair is so damaging, and even if you use heat protecting spray, it is damaging your hair for sure. So if you could reduce it to as little as possible, it would make a really big difference. My second tip is to eat right, and the way that your skin and hair and every part of your body functions and looks is completely dependent on what you eat. And if you don't eat enough of the right nutrients and vitamins, your body is choosing the first place to send those nutrients and vitamins, and the first things that are gonna get priority are the most important organs, and your hair is probably gonna be one of the last things to get those. So if you're really not eating enough, then your hair is not gonna get the right nutrients that it needs. So a few of my favorite foods that I eat to make sure that my hair stays healthy include dark leafy greens, which are full of iron. Kale is my personal favorite. Nuts and seeds are great for healthy fats. Avocado is great for some more healthy fats, and also vitamin E, which helps make your hair softer and smoother. And sweet potatoes and carrots, which have vitamin A, which is great for strengthening your hair. Honestly, in general, my rule of thumb is I try to eat as many fruits and veggies as possible. Most of my meals are mainly made up of fruits and veggies, and as much variety as possible. Try to get as much color on your plate as you can of whole, natural, plant-based foods, and your whole body will function so much better, and your skin and hair will both look much better as well. My third tip is to keep your hair care routine simple and effective. You don't need a 12 product routine. Just find the few things that really work for you and make sure that you stay consistent. The only products that I use regularly are shampoo and conditioner, so for me they're the most important choice that I make in terms of what makes a difference in my hair. And I'm so excited to say that I'm partnering with Herbal Essences again, because I truly love their products and I've been using them for years, and they make such a big difference in my hair. My favorite ones that I've been using lately are from their Potent Aloe collection, and not only do they smell incredible, but they make such a big difference. Specifically, the ones that I love are the Potent Aloe and Hemp, and they're great for frizz control. They just make my hair really shiny and smooth. This collection is super exciting because it features sustainably sourced aloe, and aloe is such an incredible product. I use it all the time for so many different reasons. I love to use it on sunburn, or just if I have dry skin. Anywhere that I have dry skin, putting aloe, you can even put it like directly from the aloe plant, makes such a big difference. And I think it's because, think about it, aloe grows in super harsh conditions, so it's made to retain water, and so that's why it's great to moisturize. And a lot of you have maybe used aloe on sunburn or different parts of your skincare routine, but something that we often don't think about is our scalp is skin, and we don't really treat our scalp the same way that we treat the rest of our skin. But making sure that you have really good moisturizing ingredients in your hair care routine is not only great for your hair, but for the scalp as well. So I just love that aloe is the plant featured in this collection, and actually today I just washed my hair this morning with a shampoo and conditioner, and I haven't put any other products in, and my hair feels so smooth and hydrated and nourished. And this is what I mean by keeping your routine simple. You don't need to pile a ton of products in your hair. In fact, that's probably not great for your hair. Just find the few things that really work and make a difference for you. They also smell amazing. It's so hard to describe, but like tropical, fresh, a little bit sweet and fruity at the same time. I really don't know how to describe it to you, but a few of my roommates have commented lately that my hair smells amazing. If you want to try these, I will leave a link in the description down below, and honestly, I would not be recommending these to you guys if I didn't love them myself, and I really do. I use them every day, so I would highly recommend them. Also, all the products in the Potent Aloe collection are free from sulfates, parabens, mineral oils, dyes, and they are PETA cruelty-free certified. The sulfate-free shampoos also meet the strict standards of the Environmental Working Group. Herbal Essences products also contain real botanicals endorsed by the Royal Botanic Gardens Kew, one of the world's leading authorities on plants. My next tip is to dye your hair as little as possible. Ideally, you wouldn't be dyeing your hair at all, but I get it, a lot of people love to dye their hair, but do remember that it's one of the most damaging, if not the most damaging things you could do to your hair, especially if you're bleaching it. And for me, I have very dark hair, so if I want to dye it at all, it basically means I have to bleach it first. And I never dyed my hair until a couple years ago when the one and only time that I've dyed my hair, I got balayage done. And what that means is it's not from the roots, it's like starting here down or so, and it's like very gradual, so the bottom is a little bit lighter and then it gradually gets darker and darker until it blends into your hair. If you do want to dye your hair, I would definitely recommend getting balayage done because it means that you don't have your roots done, so you don't have to go and get top-ups all the time. So I got my hair dyed once and I didn't have to go back again. It just slowly grew out, and every time I got a haircut it kind of got lower and lower, and it just looked really natural, like I've been in the sun for a while. So if you were to dye your hair, I would definitely recommend something like that so that you can go much longer between getting your hair dyed. My fifth tip is so simple, but most of us are probably doing it wrong. I definitely was until I learned this, and that is towel drying your hair. So I used to get out of the shower, use the same towel that I use on my body, and I would dry my hair. I'd put my hair upside down and like be super rough and even go like, oh, I like shiver thinking about it now, but I used to take my hair with a towel and go like this to it, which is so bad for your hair. When your hair is wet, it is much more fragile and vulnerable, and if you are going like this to it very quickly with a lot of friction with a rough towel, you're gonna cause so much breakage in your hair. So what I do now instead is after I take the towel off my body, I will turn my hair upside down still, and I just take the towel and just squeeze very, very gently. I don't do any friction, nothing like that. Just squeeze, try to get as much water out as possible. And then I have a microfiber hair towel, which is specifically designed for this use, and it's designed in a way that you can wrap it up like a turban. So I just put my hair upside down and I wrap it up in this, and I leave it like that for 5 minutes or so, maybe while I'm like putting some skincare on or something, while I'm getting dressed. And then I don't leave my hair to stay wet for too long, so I take it out, and at that point I scrunch my hair up. So I take the towel, with the towel I scrunch it up, and that creates natural waves in my hair. So this is going to be different for everyone. You might not want to do that if you don't naturally get wavier, curlier hair, and of course everyone likes to style their hair differently. But at the very least, please make sure that you're not being rough with a towel. Get a specific microfiber towel and be very, very gentle with your hair, especially when it's wet. My next tip is about the only two other products that I use besides shampoo and conditioner, and that is a hair mask once or twice a week and hair oil. Especially if I start feeling that my hair is a little bit more dry or damaged, or if I've been on an airplane, if I've been to the beach in the sun, all of these things can really damage your hair. So I make sure to help put the nourishment back in with a good hair mask, and I love this one by Herbal Essences. It is their coconut milk and aloe hair mask, and again, it smells incredible and it really makes a difference. I just use this once or twice a week, and the next few days my hair always looks incredible. For the hair oil, there are two that I usually alternate between. They're both from the same aloe collection. One of them is hemp seed oil and aloe for moisture, and the other one is argan oil and aloe for repair. So again, it's completely up to you what you're looking for, and I alternate between the two depending on what effect I'm looking for. And they're really cool because you can see the separation in the product, and then you just shake it up, it gets mixed up, and you just spray it in your hair, which I can actually just do right now. Smells so good. I also way prefer these hair oil mists because if you're just putting oil straight into your hand and putting it into your hair, very often, like the first time you touch your hair, you're gonna get way too much oil in that section and then not enough oil in the other sections. But this way you make sure that you are getting it everywhere that you want it to. My next tip might sound counterproductive if you're trying to grow out your hair long, but it is to make sure that you're getting trims regularly. And when I do this, I really notice a difference at how much faster my hair grows. I try to get my hair cut every 2 or 3 months, and I always ask them to cut as little as possible. It's up to them to decide how much needs to come off. But every time I just get a little bit of a trim, and my hair just grows so much stronger and faster because all the dead ends, all the split ends are getting cut off. Because think about it, once a split end starts, if you don't cut it off, it's going to keep moving up, right? It's going to keep splitting open and open. So it's going to keep moving up and keep bringing the damage higher into your hair. So if you can cut those dead ends and split ends quickly, then it will make a big difference in the quality of your hair. My next tip is a super simple one. It is to stay hydrated. I always have a water bottle next to me all day in my bag. If I'm going out all the time, I'm drinking as much water as I can, and it really makes a big difference. And think about it, if you're trying to keep your hair moisturized and hydrated, but you're not even hydrating your body from the inside out, then it's never really gonna happen. So it's such a simple thing, but always keep a bottle next to you, keep a glass of water, and just drink whenever you look at it. Just drink as much as you can. My next tip is to try to turn down the temperature of your showers. at least at the very end. But I'm definitely guilty of this. I love hot showers. I usually turn it up like as hot as it can go, which I know is really bad. I come out and my skin's like super red. And when I do that, I notice that my skin is drier and I have to put lotion on every time. But again, we forget that our scalp is part of our skin. It's all the same thing. If we have to come out and put lotion on our skin, but we're not putting it on our scalp or on our hair, then of course our hair is going to be so much more dry and frizzy and damaged when we come out. So I would highly recommend that you try to take cooler showers, or at the very least, try to turn down the temperature a little bit, and then at the end, something that's great is to make it a cold shower, at least at the very end, because while your pores open when you have hot water and steam in a bathroom, as soon as you put on the cold water, the pores close again, and so that will be much better for both your skin and your hair. My last tip is my little secret, and something that when I tell my friends always shocks everyone. I don't brush my hair. I never brush my hair. Literally the only time it gets combed or brushed is when I'm going to a haircut and they do it for me. But I don't do it ever, and I notice how much better my waves and curls look, because I used to brush my hair every day because it's just something, if you do it every day, then you assume that's like, of course, everyone brushes their hair every day. But for me and my hair texture, it's so much worse if I do. My curls don't form right and my hair just gets super frizzy. Obviously, every hair texture is different, but try to experiment with your hair. Don't just take what everyone tells you you should be doing with your hair and do it, because every single person's hair is so different, from the texture, the color, the style they want, everything. So just experiment with your hair and see what works for you. When I posted in my stories that I don't brush my hair, I got so many people messaging me like, what? I can't believe it. I've never even heard of that. And I got people telling me that they have similar hairstyle to mine, hair texture to mine, and they tried not brushing it, and for the first time their hair is like smooth and they love it. So you never know what might work for your hair, but just try different things and try to follow people with similar hairstyle, hair texture, and shape and everything to yours, and see what they do and see if it might work for you. So that is it. Those are my 10 tips to help you have healthier, longer hair. And like I said, I just keep my hair routine super minimal. I think that's like the biggest thing here. Just try to be gentle with your hair, take care of it, use really good quality products, and also embrace your natural hair. So if I wanted super curly hair, if I wanted straight hair, I would have to use heat products on it and different types of products and tools every single day. But for me, I've just embraced that this is what my hair is, and so I'm just letting it do its natural thing. I let it air dry naturally. I just use, like I said, good quality shampoo and conditioner, let my hair air dry, and then that's pretty much it. So yeah, do your best to fall in love with your natural hair color and style and shape and everything, and your hair will be so much healthier if you just let it do its thing. Thanks again to Herbal Essences for sponsoring this video. Like I said, I really believe in their products and they make such a big difference in my hair. So if you do want to try them out, the link will be in the description down below. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure that you're subscribed if you're not already, and I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye.